So I came across a video of a woman who poisoned herself right in front of her husband and died right in front of her husband while her husband was just lying down in bed making videos of her. This woman actually poured a liquid substance, drank it in front of her husband, lay down for a while. I think her tummy started paining her. She started vomiting. Even in the video, you could see a young girl trying to help her, give her water or juice. We don't know if this young girl is her daughter or her maid. Now, when this video went viral, I went to the comment section and I started to read, as usual, blame game. Everybody started to blame the man. Why would you sit down and watch your wife kill herself? Why didn't you help her? Why didn't you collect the poison from her? Why didn't you do that? Blame games. When people die, it's always easier for a lot of people to grieve when they push the blame on another person. But the truth is, what if this man had tried to collect this poison from her and it resulted to an argument and dragging, and someone probably saw them and this woman finally still drank the stuff? It would have been labeled domestic violence. I saw this man dragging something with my mommy. I saw this man dragging something with my sister. Nobody would even know that you were trying to help the woman save her life. So the easiest way the man could play safe was just to make a video and to keep an evidence. Because in marriage, when people die, the families will always accuse the spouses of killing them. Which takes us to the topic of today. I want to talk to you that is married, you that is in a relationship. I want you to pay attention because I'm making this video for you. Yes, you. So drop everything you're doing and look me straight in the eyes as I talk. Because I'm talking from the depth of my heart and from the depth of my soul. Trust me, if I don't love you, I'm going to be minding my business. But I'm tired of losing beautiful women and handsome men in the name of marriage and in the name of relationship and love. Listen to me. Marriage is not fulfillment. Marriage is contentment. I will repeat myself. Marriage is not fulfillment. Marriage is contentment. What is the meaning of contentment? It simply means I decided to be here. I decided to make this work. I want to make this work. I want to sacrifice. When you are content, it simply means you don't have the best, but you want to make the best out of that thing or that situation. That is the meaning of marriage. Marriage does not make anybody fulfilled. That's a lie from the pit of hell. You will continue to be content till the day you die. That's the beauty about marriage. Ndị Igbo ga-asị, ifeọma dị agwụ agwụ. Good things don't finish, so you have to be content with what you have. Now listen to me. If you are in a relationship or you are in a marriage, and your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend or your husband or your wife constantly threaten to kill themselves, run away because they are wicked. Anybody that threatens to kill themselves are wicked people. Let me tell you one thing I learned. You can come out of any case, no matter the amount of money you have, or you see murder case. Once there is a life lost, it is very, very difficult. The person already knows that when they die, that you are going to suffer. We are going to stress you. So you see this thing people say, I'm going to kill myself. I will kill myself. It's not something to be taken for granted. I have a friend of mine who has been 17 years outside the country, America to be precise. He said, do you know why I can never date white girls? I said, why? He said, because at every slightest opportunity, they will try to commit suicide. If they call you 3 missed call, you don't pick. They don't want to drop 3-story building, 5-story building. Imagine as a black man, a white girl kills herself on your behalf. I think our African women are beginning to copy these white people. Let me tell you something. If your parents tell you exactly what they endured in marriage, I don't think you will want to get married. There is so much in marriage that they don't tell you. That's why people don't like me. I prefer I tell you the truth and you grow up understanding that blessing. See, you never lie to you. Marriage is not as sweet as they make it look. You will put the sweet in it. Every beautiful thing you say in marriage, you will grow it, you will plant it, you will develop it. And for you to plant something and for it to germinate, you have to be patient. It's like planting cassava. You have to water it every day. That's work. You have to take care of it every day. That's work. Marriage is so much work. Nobody should be lying to you that you're going to marriage to enjoy. When you're married, you're fulfilled. Society is the one making you want to commit suicide. Do you ever wonder that verse in the Bible where God said, forgive 70 times, 7 times? Do you know who he was referring to? That forgiveness is not for your enemy. That forgiveness is for your loved ones. Your husband, your wives, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your brothers, your sister, your mother, your father. Your enemies cannot offend you up to 70 times, 7 times. Just once, you cut them off. That 70 times, 7 times is for your husband, is for your wife. When you see two great lovers, you see two great forgivers. If you know you cannot forgive, you are still a woman and a man of revenge. Stay single. Revenge is for single people. Forgiveness is for married people. That's the only way marriage can work. I want to kill myself. I want to kill myself. Small water gun fights. You don't carry AK-47. Society has made you build your expectations so much on the other person. I understand men can be crazy, women can be crazy. This craziness you're talking about is just your expectation. You expect them to be a certain way. You want to treat your husband like a child. You want to control him like your child. You want to treat your wife like a child. You want to control them like your child. And you're not getting that control that you want. You go raving mad. You start to beat them. You start to hit them. There is argument. There is misunderstanding. Your husband cannot stay in one place. He's always cheating. He's always doing that. Yes, I understand what marriage entails. That's a situation whereby you want to control somebody. You wish they can stay in the house with you, but they are never in the house. You wish that they could communicate. That's expectation. Expectation. And that's why they said marriage is an institution of learning. If you're not ready, stay single like us. It's easy for you to come and say every time, let's see you, you're divorced. I'm divorced and I'm still single because I understand what marriage entails. And I am not prepared for it. A lot of you go into this marriage without being prepared for it because you don't even have an idea of what it entails. Marriage does not make you happy. You will build your own happiness. That's the reason why it's so easy for a lot of you to commit suicide, because you have put your happiness in somebody else. If you're my mother, you're my father, and you commit suicide, and I grow up to hear that you died just because my father did not treat you right, you killed yourself, or just because my mother did not treat you right, you killed yourself, I will never forgive you. I will spit on your grave. Yes, because you did not believe in your child enough to wait for me to grow up and give you the kind of love that you deserve. Why do we have children? Why do we have family? Why do we have loved ones? It simply means there are other reasons that we have to live. How dare you live for a man and a woman? What about the husband? What about your mother and father that trained you through school? What about your siblings? What about other things around you? Before this man and these women came into your life, you were existing. There were so many beautiful things around you. They only came to spice it up. Why would you want to take your life just because of one thing say they want to leave? It simply means you're selfish. It simply means you're wicked. They say suicide is mental health. We are all mental in this country. And the reason why a lot of people have mental health is because they are ignorant. Ignorance is the reason why mental health has become very, very rampant. Nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to hear. Nobody wants to be tutored. Everybody wants to do everything that they like and not face consequences. When the consequences come, you start to want to kill yourself. You want to run away from it. No. You must understand that as an adult, as you grow to make decisions, you must be ready to face anything that comes with the things that you choose. Choice comes with consequences. You need to understand that. Yes. So when you're making these choices and telling everybody to mind their business, I'm in love, you need to understand that this love decision that you've taken have consequences. Love, relationship and marriage is not fulfillment, it is contentment. When you see an imperfect person, you want to bring the best out of them. You're going to keep trying in relationship and marriage till the day you die. You're going to be trying to make people happy. You're going to be trying to make the people that you love happy. Remember, when you think that you've known your husband or you've known your wife, they change. That thing is not change. That thing is involvement. I can like ice cream today. As I begin to grow old, I no longer like ice cream because of my health. I can like a certain thing today and next tomorrow I don't like it anymore because I'm growing. That's why sometimes it looks as if you make them so happy and suddenly they don't make you happy anymore. That's why you say, my husband, my wife doesn't love me anymore. No, you need to understand that they are human. Stop going with AK-47 to a water gun fight. Normal relationship and marriage, you will get normal fights. You turn them to suicide. Cheating, where person cheats, you won't kill yourself. Why would you do that? If you die, there is no love in heaven or hellfire. If you die, that your husband is going to give that love to somebody else. Another woman will give your husband love. Your wife will give that love to somebody else. Another man will give your wife love. You will leave them behind. But if you are alive and walk away, my people will say, former dear Abu, good things don't finish. A lot of you actually think that you are in love. You're not in love. A lot of you actually think that you've seen love. You've not seen love. You are just content. The real meaning of love simply means I want to stay here and I want to get the best out of it. It doesn't mean that what you have is the best. That's a lie. There are good things that are yet to come. Your husband is not the best. Your wife is not the best. You chose to stay with them. That is the meaning of marriage. Contentment. I want to stay here. It doesn't mean that you're perfect or you're the best or I can't get something better. I will get something better. So long as we keep evolving in life, we will always get things that are better. Opportunity will always come. We'll always see a more beautiful woman, a more loving woman, a more handsome man, a more loving man, a more richer man. But we can choose to say, I want to make the best out of it. I want to grow with this person. I want to grow rich with this person. I want to evolve with this person. That is contentment. That is marriage. If you're not content with what you have to build it, then that's not marriage. When it gets to the point whereby it's like you're competing with your partner, it has become a battlefield. Please take a step back and walk away. Don't kill yourself. That love you're looking for, somebody else will give it to you. Love is not just man and woman. Your children can give it to you. Love can come from a lot of places. Love doesn't have to be sexual. No, it's not always about sex, sex, sex. No. That love that you desire to be appreciated, it can come from your children when they grow up. Have you ever seen the love a child gives to the mother and how women cry when their child grow up to buy them wrapper, when their child buys them car, when their child can now do everything that they wanted their husband to do? The only thing your children cannot do is have sex with you. And there's an age you will get to, sex will not be your priority. You just want to love and be loved. You just want to be respected. You just want loyalty. Your kids can give it to you. Wait for them. There are other beautiful people that can give it to you. Wait for them. You don't need to take your life. It is wicked for you to leave all the beautiful things in this world and kill yourself just because of a man or a woman. That's a sheer wickedness. You are selfish. You're wicked. No matter how stressful this world is, we are all struggling to live. Are busy because God gave you this life free of charge. Imagine if you had to pay for your life and there's a debt on top of your head. Where are you dying to? Please. I know we all need companion. We all need someone to love us. I understand. But please, don't die while at it. There's so many love coming your way. Stay alive. In my dialect, they will say, oh, wow, ndoli. Come on, gamu, come dolly ba. Life is a struggle. Instead of me to die, let me struggle. When you struggle and you can still breathe, there is hope. Please. I am begging you, that beautiful woman and that handsome man. Don't take your life for another person. Once you die, they will move on to the next person. Everything you wanted them to do for you, they will do it for another person. You will weep in your grave. Please. When it's not working, it's okay to take a step backward. Give them space. Let them be. Your life is not attached to them. You were surviving before they came. And you will survive when they go. Nobody was attached to you. Even twins go their separate ways. Once they cut that umbilical cord, we are different. Marriage is not a do-or-die affair, my darling. If it's not working, take a step backwards and be alive. To get all these beautiful things that you desire that this person could not give you, you can still get it. Just be patient and create other beautiful things to be alive for. It could be your career, it could be your children, it could be your parents, it could be anything. But stop centering your life around a man and a woman. They are human beings. They will break your heart. They will break your heart. Now, let me tell you something. Human beings are not breaking your heart because they are wicked. Human beings are breaking your heart because they're human beings. We are wired that way. We are bound to disappoint you. That's the difference between us, human beings, and God. The day a human being doesn't disappoint you, the day a human being doesn't betray you, then the person is pretending, because nobody can be like God. It is sin that God used to humble mankind. When you think that you are perfect and you want to be like God, He will humble you with something. Reverend fathers, pastors, whoever you want to call them, they are all sinners. And that's what God uses to humble us, to make us human beings. Cheating, lies, imperfections, stealing, and all these things. That's what makes us human. Because when we are perfect, there will be no reason to go to God. It is those imperfections and those sins that makes us humble and cry and go to Him. That's what makes Him superior over us. You're expecting your husband or your wife to be like God, and you're living in an illusion. Wake up from that sleep. They will offend you, and you would have to forgive them 70 times, 7 times. Remember I said, show me 2 good lovers and I will show you 2 good forgivers. That beautiful marriage that you admire is filled with so much forgiveness. It's filled with so much sacrifice, so much tolerance and bullshit. I don't like stress. I don't like stress. Be single. Marriage is stressful. I don't like stress. I don't like stress. Stay in your house. Stay in your father's house. But when you decide to want to be with somebody else, it's so much work. So I want to ask you again, to those of you who are not yet married, are you ready to get married? Are you ready for the razzmatazz? Are you ready for this journey? Are you ready for this desert? What do you want to plant? Do you have something you want to take into the marriage? Because it's an empty land. It's what you plant that you pluck. For you that is married, it's time to start to forgive. Stop counting what the man has done to you because he's going to do more. And stop counting what the woman has done to you because she's going to do more. You know why? Because she's a human being. And that's what makes her human. And remember, God has made provision in the Bible. Forgive 70 times, 7 times. That forgiveness is for those people that you say you love. So if you know you cannot forgive, then don't bother getting married. Don't bother loving anybody. Just stay wicked. Stay single. You can revenge. But the moment you say you want to love people, that's why mafians don't love. People who are brutal don't love. Because it is love that will weaken you. Just look at Samson. See the way Delilah bobbed his head. Love, it humbles you. No matter how tough you think you are, love will humble you. And this humility comes from forgiveness. So I want to beg you. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who you are. Please, don't take your life for any reason. Don't drink any substance. Don't hurt yourself. Don't kill this beautiful body that a lot of us are struggling to take care of and make beautiful. You're going to find someone that deserves you. But my baby, be you a man or a woman, you have to start by loving yourself. You will show people how to treat you. That man, that woman, you will show them. We human beings, we are animals. All of us, we are brutal. But when you show people how to treat you and you learn to forgive, that is when you learn to love. Jesus Christ have died for our sins. You are not Jesus because you cannot rise up on the 3rd day. When you're dead, you're dead. When you're dead, you're gone. We'll only talk about you for a few months. That's if you're important. Then we'll move on with our lives. Forget all these illusions that you watch in African Magic and, Z World and all these things. Once people die, you're gone. The living move on and the dead move on. We have no business with each other. When you understand this, you would always find a reason to leave. Just find out, open up that window. There's a beautiful reason to leave. If not for anything, leave and continue seeing my beautiful face. I love you. I love you so much. And that's why every day, even without knowing you or knowing your name, I sit here every day to to support you, to give you hope, to encourage you, to motivate you. Because I know it's not easy. You're going to get through this. Trust me. You're stronger than you even think. So drop all those objects. There is still hope with life. All of us are struggling. We just choose to put a smile on our face, even if there is no reason to smile. Happiness is a choice, my darling. It's not what they do to you or what life throws at you. It's how you choose to react to it. All those people that you think are happy, they are not happy. They chose to be happy. All those smiles you see on the media, they are not real. They just choose to wear it. You can also do the same. Okay? It's called emotional intelligence. Learn it. That's what I always want to teach you because I love you. Have a wonderful day.